Some people never post photos online. No selfies, no daily updates, no personal life on display. And because of that, others may call them strange, antisocial, or secretive. But not posting does not always mean someone is hiding. Sometimes it means they are intentional. Social media has become a stage where people perform every day. They show the best angles, the best moments, the best version of their life. But some people quietly step away from that stage. They do not feel the need to turn their life into content. And psychology suggests there may be deeper reasons behind that choice. One reason is privacy. Some people naturally protect their personal space more than others. They think carefully before sharing, and they do not feel comfortable giving the world access to every part of their life. This is not cold behavior. It is clarity. When someone asks, "Why don't you ever post?" they may actually be asking, "Why don't you need the attention that so many people chase?" But the truth is, you do not owe everyone access to your life. You are not invisible. You are selective. Privacy is only the first layer. Under it, there may be something even stronger, a clear sense of self. Many people use social media like a mirror. They post a photo, then wait for likes, comments, and reactions to tell them how they should feel about themselves. But some people do not need that mirror. They already know who they are without waiting for the internet to confirm it. They observe the world, they enjoy moments privately, and they do not need strangers to reflect their identity back to them. That does not mean they never care what people think. It simply means their self-worth is not built on public approval. There is also a difference between fragile self-esteem and secure self-esteem. Fragile self-esteem needs constant feeding. It needs likes, praise, attention, and reassurance again and again. Secure self-esteem is different, can stand quietly on its own. So if someone avoids posting online, it is not always because they are insecure. Sometimes it is because they do not need social media to feel complete. Their confidence is not loud, but it is steady. However, there is another side to this. Not everyone avoids posting from a healthy place. For some people, staying offline is not only about privacy. It may be protection from old wounds. Maybe they were judged for how they looked. Maybe someone mocked their photos. Maybe every time they saw themselves on screen, it brought back memories of criticism, shame, or rejection. In that case, not posting is not just a boundary. It becomes a wall. And there is a difference. A boundary says, "I choose what I share." A wall says, "I am afraid to be seen." That difference matters. So the real question is not, "Why don't I post?" The real question is, am I choosing privacy, or am I avoiding visibility? If the answer feels uncomfortable, that does not mean you are weak. It means you are becoming aware. And awareness is where healing starts. For many people, this relationship with visibility began in childhood. Some children grow up feeling that love must be earned. They learn they have to look a certain way, act a certain way, achieve certain things, or perform perfectly to be accepted. A child in that environment may learn a painful lesson. Being seen comes with pressure. Maybe a parent was hard to impress. Maybe praise was rare. Maybe the child became the responsible one, always helping others but never taking up space for themselves. Over time, they may decide that keeping their real self private feels safer than showing it to the world. That was not weakness. It was protection. But as adults, we have to ask whether that protection still serves us, or whether it is keeping us hidden from life. Psychologist Carl Rogers spoke about the idea of judging yourself from inside, not from the outside world. This means you stop asking everyone else, "Am I enough?" and begin trusting your own answer. That is powerful because social media often pulls people in the opposite direction. It turns comparison into a daily habit. People compare faces, bodies, success, relationships, money, happiness, and popularity. One scroll can make someone feel behind in life, even when nothing is actually wrong. This is why stepping back from social media can feel peaceful. You are not missing out on the game. You are choosing not to play a game that was making many people tired. So if you do not post photos, it does not automatically mean something is wrong with you. It may mean you value privacy over performance. It may mean your identity does not depend on likes. It may mean you are protecting your peace. And if your silence online comes from fear or shame, you still do not need to judge yourself. You only need to understand yourself. You do not have to post to prove you are confident. You do not have to perform to prove you are interesting. You do not have to show your life to the entire world for your life to matter. In a world that rewards noise, attention, and constant visibility, choosing quiet can be powerful. Not because you have nothing to say, but because you already know your worth even without an audience.